Good morning, everyone. It is 12 minutes past 7 o'clock right now. One of our best friends joining us in the studio with us, Jackie. Amy Heinz is here from AHeinz57 Pet Rescue and Transport. And we love seeing you, but we need to get some updates on what is going on with your organization. Okay,
we always have something going on.
You always do.
Really quickly, Amy, I know we are talking with you on a nonstop basis, telling your story, but just remind everybody, what is AHeinz57? Talk about the great work that you do with your pet and rescue transport.
Well, we're a foster-based rescue. We do have a building in DeSoto. So we have our shelter building where the dogs with behavior issues usually get stuck. But most of our dogs are in foster homes, and cats. We have cats now. We have about 80 cats now. And most of our dogs come from just Iowa in general. We don't have any boundaries. So we could take in the strays and puppy mill dogs from Iowa.
Which you just got done doing last night. You got home last night from retrieving some dogs from a puppy mill in southeastern Iowa.
Right. Yeah, we got 22 dogs in. We obviously are still in our quarantine, so we didn't have anywhere to put them, but we had the van to go get them. So Furry Friends has a building downtown that they're not using. So they opened it up for us, and
so in partnership with them, you're able to house these animals.
Yeah,
so
I
love hearing
isn't that great?
Yeah,
it
was really a wonderful day.
There's various organizations, but you are for the purpose of helping out these animals. And I know you have a personal passion of putting an end to puppy mills and the abuse that is happening to these animals, not on a personal front, but also a legislative front, because we need that in our state as well. But no matter what, even if you're slammed with an unfair, and I'll say it, a quarantine that's been lasting forever. It seems like you still keep going.
Yeah, we have to keep going. It's just simply not an option to stop, because the puppy mills don't stop. So somebody's got to be out there helping them and being their voice.
Give us an update on the quarantine, because I know we've talked about it various times here and on our sister station. What's going on with that?
So the back half of our building got released from quarantine. So our regular dogs that were never exposed and should have never been quarantined were finally released, and the front half of our building is still under quarantine. So we're open for business, except you have to go through our gate instead of going through the front door, because we still have dogs held captive in our lobby.
Okay, really?
Yeah, yeah, we have wire kennels. These dogs are still living in wire kennels in our lobby.
And that's what they have to stay in those kennels?
Yeah, they can't be
Here's
nose
a
to
picture
nose.
of what we're talking about.
Yeah, they can't be nose to nose. They can't play with each other. There's no socializing for them. They are just in our lobby and the hallway that divides the front half from the back half.
So all the great work you've done of rescuing animals that were coming from a situation where they weren't able to socialize, it's almost like going backwards. They're being put back in that scenario.
I mean, they're still, sadly, they're still better off than where they were.
Absolutely.
But it's not the life we wanted for them. And
how long has this been going on for those people that might not have been following?
Since May 10th.
Since May 10th?
May 10th, yes. It's 5 months now.
That's beyond ridiculous.
It is.
So what's next?
Yeah.
What's
so
the
we're
next step?
testing again on October 7th.
Okay.
Which is Monday.
And we don't know, we were told by the Department of Agriculture that they will determine what next steps are based on the test results. So we did have, in September, we had one dog who had been negative this entire time, pop positive on the test. And if you look at Cornell University's website and what we were told at the beginning of that day, the disease can hide in the prostate. So even if the dog is neutered, which that one was, the disease can hide in the prostate and not pop out for obviously months on end. So that was 4 months after initial exposure.
They could use this excuse to continue this forever.
Forever, yeah.
Which is
but it begs the question, shouldn't they be recalling all of the dogs that were let go in July?
Well, what can we do about this? Anything we can do to help?
Good question.
Well, we have a Paws and Laws event coming up on October 21st. It was supposed to be tonight, but Haley Anderson, who runs Iowa Pet Alliance, they actually are Iowa Voters for Companion Animals. They rebranded to Iowa Pet Alliance, so they are going to be talking about the laws. We'll talk about the Paws, and she has a bill that actually passed the House last session that's going to be reintroduced this session.
Good.
And trying to put more stringent rules on these puppy mills.
We keep making baby steps, I feel like. With Iowa being one of the worst states that takes care of our animals, especially our pets. Not saying ag, we're saying our pets. So how can we make a change? If we come to Paws and Laws.
Come to Paws and Laws.
What is that going to do?
And we're going to give an update on what's going on with us and how we got in this position and how we were reactive to the puppy mill issue in Iowa, and we need to start being proactive.
Okay.
I mean, everybody needs to be proactive, so I can stop being reactive.
Right, because there's only one Amy.
Yeah, this woman can only do so much.
And we need to learn how to, Haley's going to teach everybody how to talk to your legislators effectively. Let's not just call all of them and say, do this, do this, do this. If somebody makes demands of you, how likely are you to do it?
Right.
I know when somebody says, Amy, you got to do this, I may or may not do it.
Right.
But
there's a method to the madness. Yeah.
Right. And instead of, inundating senators and congressmen and women to, do this that they're already on support, they're already on board with, let's call them and thank them. Instead of saying, do this, and they have to respond saying, I already am.
Right.
Let's thank those people, and let's, get them to talk to the people that we need to change the minds of.
Let's be effective community members, especially if you have a passion for this. So that's why we want you to go to this event and why we're talking about it today. It has been rescheduled, just postponed a little bit, so mark on your calendar, especially if you're planning on going tonight. Paws and Laws. It's going to be now October 21st. And where are we meeting? Where are we going for this?
We're going to the Sherwood Forest Event Center.
All right, great place.
Yeah, it is a wonderful place.
Easy to get to,
People that run it are wonderful people.
And when does that start?
It's at 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock. Okay, so mark your calendars. We'll remind you again on our program. But again, we just want to say thank you for all the great work that you're doing.
Thank you. Thank you for supporting us.
Thank you so much for being here and everything you do for animals.